They were locked inside a room completely overflowing with thousands of pounds of edible food. But instead of taking a single bite, they chose to starve to death. It was 1941, during the brutal 872-day siege of Leningrad. The city was completely cut off and plunged into absolute freezing starvation. In the center of the terror stood the Vavilov Institute. It wasn't a grocery store. It was the world's first and largest seed bank. Inside, a dozen scientists were trapped with hundreds of thousands of irreplaceable crop samples. The physical agony of hunger was tearing them apart from the inside. Yet despite the madness of starvation, they made a collective pact to refuse every single grain. Why? Because eating the collection would destroy the planet's most precious plant genetics. They knew the world would desperately need these exact crops to replant the earth once the war finally ended. So, one by one, the scientists began to quietly pass away right at their desks. They died surrounded by a literal feast, keeping the massive seed bank perfectly intact. This wasn't a tragic surrender to the agonizing pain of starvation. It was a conscious, deliberate trade. They looked past their own immediate suffering, sacrificing their lives so the generations after them could actually have a harvest.